That's right, folks. It's time to veer away from the Fantastic Four for a little bit to talk about Antman, created by Stan Lee, Jack Kirby, and written by Stan's brother, Larry Lieber. However, not necessarily the fun-loving Scott Lang version of the character you may come to know and love in the MCU. Instead, we're here to talk about one of the founding members of the Avengers, sometimes mad scientists who on occasion will accidentally create murder bots such as Ultron to prove a point to his teammates, and occasional domestic abuser, Hank Pym. However, all that comes much later, since today I take you back to the beginning of Hank Pym's story in Tales to Astonish issue 27. Now, you're probably wondering, why issue 27? Well, it was common practice at the time for different characters to get their start in an already ongoing anthology series, such as, in this case, Tales to Astonish. And if they were popular enough, they would become a series regular or even get their own series. Other good examples of this would be Detective Comics 27 and the first appearance of Batman, Journey into Mystery 83, the first appearance of Thor, or Amazing Fantasy 15, the first appearance of Spider-Man. Now that we know that, let's get back into Tales to Astonish 27, the first appearance of Antman. However, he won't quite appear as Antman as we know him yet, or any of his other aliases. Not even Hank Pym for that matter. Instead, he'll first appear as Henry Pym, scientist being laughed at by his fellow scientists in the scientific community of the craziness of his scientific ideas. As we cut back to his lab, it is revealed to us that Henry has been working on a formula that will allow him to shrink any object, including people, which he decides to test on himself. However, it works too well, as he begins to shrink a lot faster than expected. In a moment of fear, he stumbles through his lab and out his front door, falling off the doorstep into the outside, unable to get back. As he lands on the ground, he suddenly notices a nearby anthill, whose ants are quickly surrounding him, ready to attack. Henry immediately begins to run for his life. However, unfortunately for our scientific friend, he's too late to see the anthole in the ground as he all of a sudden finds himself plummeting. Although, much to his surprise, he ends up in a mysterious sticky orange liquid, which he quickly realizes is actually honey. As he struggles to escape, one friendly ant comes to his rescue, and just in time for him to find a match, which Henry lights by chucking a stone at it in order to light a fire to warn off the other hostile ants, which gives him enough time to lasso a string to a ridge on top of the hole in order to climb out. However, there is a hostile ant at the top waiting to attack. The ant grabs Henry Pym in its pinchers, but Henry manages to grapple and throw the ant off the edge, releasing him and allowing him to climb out and escape. He makes a run for his house as suddenly more ants start to charge towards him. As he runs away, he notices the ant who saved him earlier. He signals to it for help, and so the ant carries Henry up the wall to his windowsill, where he has the antidote to the formula that shrunk him to begin with. Once returned to his normal size, Henry disposes of his growth potions so that they can never be used again. We'll see how long that lasts. Henry covers up further by lying to his fellow scientific community about the success of his experiment. And so, our tale is ended, except for one brief note. Never again did Henry Pym knowingly step upon an anthill, for he knew that somewhere beneath him, unknown and unrecognized, was a little insect, one small ant to whom he owed his very life. Asher, isn't he just lovely for that?
I'm dead! Every day I wake up and I hope you're dead! Dead like if I can guarantee Henry would be okay. I'd hope you'd get an illness and then get hit by a car and die!
But that's all a tale for a different day. Thanks for watching.